Hello, good evening. Welcome to my channel, Tuning Wheel Tarot. It's going to do a general read today for those who need it. It is the evening. I'm going to jump right in and do a cross for you guys tonight. 6 p.m., pitch black outside. It's been snowing. A week away from Christmas, so good luck with your holiday shopping. And if you're not in the mood, bah humbug, right? The holidays are not the best time for everybody. So, not everyone is so filled with joy as those of us who kind of like a little bit of that extra sparkle and just like the little extra, that's kind of part of the fun of the holidays is it's extra. So, but with that comes, the vet just told me my dog was a little chunky. So that means I've been feeding her too many treats and not enough exercise, right? So it's like, but it's the holidays, right? So if you find yourself doing too much extra, it's okay to slow down and take the night off. But, you'll have all of January to really kind of recover from that if you if you need to space it out a little bit. So, Spirit, what do we have going on here for this collective for this weekend? One of the last weekends of the year. Feels so final, doesn't it? And it's like you just flip the calendar to a new page, but there's a lot of celebrations going on. So, Ace of Swords, starting off strong. Victory. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy. Ooh, and Leo. Ooh, we got more than one here. Yes. Whoa. Okay, first card first. So, maybe that is Libra here. Could be dealing with a Libra. Or Leo for that matter, but most likely if this is your message, you probably have Leo in your chart. Is kind of what it's running across. You could be dealing with a Leo as well. So, as usual, take what resonates, leave what does not. Wow, a lot of arcana coming out here, the Fool. So somebody started a new chapter in their life recently. Once they saw the truth of the situation and they made their own justice out of it. You know what I mean? It feels like. Now, how the rest of that justice is going to play out, I don't know, but Spirit saying, whatever happens, you are super strong, or the person you're dealing with has a lot of strength. So, Spirit, what else we got going on here? Thank you, Spirit. I had to get connected back to the energy first. I drifted off. All right, Spirit, what do we have going on here? Thank you. 5 of Cups. It's really interesting. The last read I did across, and the 5 of Pentacles came out in this position. Both very similar feelings as the 5 of Cups, okay? And and then before that, one of the crosses I did, the 5 of Cups came out as well. So, and that reading was titled like From Forlorn to Full on Love, because it started with the 5 of Cups on the left side and then it ended with the Lovers. Okay. So keep that in mind. So this is in your vision right now. And maybe this is just partly seeing a situation for what it is. And part of the, and I'm going to repeat this just because I think it's important. Part of the message from that last reading, in case you don't go back and watch that reading, because I know we all have things to do, right? Part of that here, this 3 of Cups that was down here, it was this person was waiting on a party that never happened. Okay, it wasn't that they missed the party. It wasn't that it just didn't happen. It was something like, somebody's cat could have come in here and kicked these cups over, for crying out loud. And this person's sitting here crying about it. They're like, oh my God, I missed the party of the year. No, Actually, you didn't. Okay, so that was the message from the last reading. So I just feel it's really important, especially given this placement in your vision, because that's what I feel like how things look right now, and you're realizing the truth of the situation. And maybe it's not that you missed out, but maybe there just was no party to be had. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, Spirit, what else do we have for this collective? Okay, we're warming up into the message now. It's feeling a little looser. I wasn't sure what was going to come out today. That's why I get a little nervous before some of these reads, because it's like, I don't know how it's going to go. But, you know, that's why you got to trust your intuition, trust your guides, trust what Spirit's trying to tell you. Okay, 9 of Swords. Yeah. Getting rid of the anxiety of the situation is going to be part of the next step here. So relying on this inner strength is going to be really, really important. And I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like that people that have kind of made you feel anxious, actually. You know what I mean? This is not always just ourselves. Like, you know how it is when it's like you walk into a room and then all of a sudden everyone like stops talking, or do you know what I'm saying? Like, you everybody's had those moments. Or you've seen, people walk into a room and everyone like starts like, cheering, you know what I'm saying? So you're starting to not, what Spirit's saying is you're going to have to start kind of ignoring that. Okay. And that's going to be part of the justice here. So who it helps and hurts, that might be kind of hard to understand at first, because it might feel like it's you that's experiencing all of this noise. Okay. All right. But Spirit's got your back here. So let's keep going. Yes. Thank you, Spirit, for this collective. Spirit saying, I know you took a leap of faith. That's what Spirit just said. I know you took a leap of faith. And that's awesome, right? But yeah, you're feeling like, oh, I took a leap of faith, and now I feel like, this was supposed to be rags to riches, not riches to rags here, and I'm left feeling like, oh my gosh. But this is that final push, right? You have a 9 and another 9. So, again, staying strong. Let's see what's in the environment, though. So we know how you're feeling. The truth is you're feeling a little beat up. Okay? Feeling a little left out, a little beat up. Spirit's like, stay strong. You're like, I don't know. I'm not sleeping well. How can I rest when I still have all this work to do? Okay? That's what this is. It's like, how can I rest when I still have all this work to do? But this is when you're going to have to come in and, start giving yourself the justice. Okay? So, Spirit in the environment, please. Ooh, the World card. Opening yourself up to new opportunities and closing out the ones left and right that are done. Yeah, you're like, see, I love the reach in this card. How she's reaching for this girl. She's literally like reaching beyond, reaching for the stars, expanding environment. So maybe for you, your environment is going to change. Maybe it is your environment that needs a change. Maybe you're going to be moving. Maybe you're going on a trip. Maybe you're just going to be surrounding yourself with some different kinds of people. There's a lot of ways to change your environment, right? All right, so Spirit, what is in the hopes and fears here for this collective energy? Wow, the Eight of Wands. So hoping the right message gets delivered on time. Okay. That's when you have to have some faith in the universe. Okay. And you have the World card here. So I feel like, it's that, if you feel like this is something you're going to be worried about, you have to go beyond like what just you can do or another person can do. You have to kind of like believe in maybe some, a little bit of magic, some, who threw these wands? You know what I mean? What are they doing flying through the air? I don't know. They just are, right? Like, use your imagination, okay? Be bold, be brave. Rely on your lion strength, okay? Again, Leo, Libra, we have Spirit. What's in the outcome here, please, for this collective? Ooh, the Artist. This is very interesting because this, when I Paint My Masterpiece came out in my last reading. So this could be for somebody who has kind of that kind of artistic streak. I feel like right now that's what you are dipping into. In a way that you really haven't before. That's why it feels like it's all brand new, okay? That's why Spirit said you started this journey. It's just been a little bit lonely, right? You thought like, oh, I'm going to be doing what I really meant to be doing, and like I'm going to be surrounded by all these people and it's going to be so fun. And now you're like, yeah, exactly. The party that never happened. It was all in your head, you know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to get out of your head in order to, kind of create that for yourself, okay? Create that kind of abundance. But Spirit's saying that this is not like, this is not just you, being dramatic or anything either, okay? But, take this, and a well-aimed spear is worth 3. Okay, he's holding the spear, this wand right here. And then here's all these wands flying, all right? And look at what he has behind him. So one after another, it's gonna be coming out. And for this collective, it's going to be expressed in a way that is, some kind of, creative activity for you. Okay. And that could be painting, that could be drawing. Maybe it's photography. But you're going to want to move quickly on it. And I feel like that might be part of this stress too, is because you're going to be like, how am I going to do all this? Right. And yeah. So, this is also Sagittarius energy, which we are in the midst of Sag season. Alrighty, let's see how much clarification I can do. Actually, I do want to pull a moonology for this spread just because there is a new moon coming up on December 23rd. So if you're interested in the new moon, I did just post a new moon reading, so please check that out. It is a 2-parter because I went over, and the rest of the clarification is in a short 6-minute-ish video-ish. Or you can just skip to the 6-minute and see what, makes sense. Because it might, Spirit, what's going on for this collective, please? Yeah, the truth of the matter is you're meant to be doing something really cool with your time, and there's just been some pressure. There's been some pressure. I feel like that's why this Eight of Wands is like explosively coming out now. And it's kind of like in that hopes and fears where it's like, when this comes out, like, are people going to understand me? Like, is this going to be weird? I mean, don't ask me. I read tarot cards, right? So, although it's channeled messages. Anywho, surrender to the divine. Full moon. So on this new moon cycle, think about, setting intentions of being closer to what, your soul purpose is, okay? And listening to what, God, Spirit, the divine is trying to tell you. Perhaps, this surrender possibly started on during a past full moon cycle. And that's when you said, yes, I'm taking this leap here in this recent past. So, kind of like, all right, might be a stretch, but, like how people renew like their wedding vows, or like in certain churches, you renew your baptismal vows. Like this surrendering to the surrendering. Yeah, thank you. This surrendering to the divine. And I would say, like, on this new moon, the setting of the intentions, like, just, reassert your intention, right, to the universe that you are going to surrender to the divine. Okay, that's all you have to do is say, I'm making this commitment now to surrender to the divine on this new moon, and I'm going to take what the divine gives me and use it to my greatest potential when I paint my masterpiece, right? So again, heavily in the arts. I know that may not resonate for everyone. And some folks have different kinds of involvements of that. Some people are stage managers, some people like do logistics planning, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it could be kind of some kind of industry thing like that. So if that is your industry, I would say that's definitely coming towards you. Spirit, what else do we have here for this collective, please? I feel like this is going to... a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. All right. And as I was looking at this Five of Cups card as I was shuffling and pulling this, so this is good also. And that, remember, Justice is Libra. So I feel like even though you put in this time and you're like, this is not looking like what I thought it was. And, that happens to a lot of people, especially when they get like into a spiritual awakening type thing. And it's like, I thought this was going to be cool. And now it's like, I feel like my life is going to pot, right? But Spirit's saying here, there's a win-win outcome. Okay. So, take the truth of the situation. What have you learned so far, right? And how is that going to help you bring yourself a more balanced situation in the future? Okay? Because Spirit's saying you have to do it for yourself. You can't do it for like the praise of other people. Okay? I've had this conversation with people before, like, and as a friend of mine said, you have to dig deep. There's just certain things that you need to want for yourself, that you're willing to go to that line. And you see that this person is by themselves while they're doing that. And some people don't like that. It can be a very lonely path. That's why, this Five of Cups kind of thing comes out. Because it's like, wow, I thought I was going to be like connecting more, right? And sometimes life doesn't work that way. And then that's when we can get into these feelings, right? And then start listening to what other people are saying. And then, this is like the I'm in my head too much card. So if you're getting into that, Spirit saying you need you know, keep battling, right? Because you're going to be getting out of it. And then you're going to be, you know, cooking with gas. You're going to be going so fast. You're not even going to know. And they're not going to know. The world's not going to know ahead of them because they're going to be like, psh, like, wow, as the world turns, right? Like, I had no idea this was happening. Okay, one more spirit for this collective, please. And then I think we're going to close it out here without the extra clarification, because that's what's done pretty good here on this cross. Thank you, Spirit, making my job easy today. I appreciate the help. Again, don't be afraid to ask the universe. Woo! I love this card already. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Okay, look. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. So technically, does that mean we have a mutable moon right now? And I'm listening to ocean sounds on my smart speaker, and look at this background as I hear my stomach growling. My food was cooling in the air fryer, so that's why I popped onto this reading real quick for us. Anyway, so nothing is yet set in stone, right? Like, again, this is kind of that point where a lot of people are like, I just don't know if I can do any more. And Spirit's here saying, like, whatever you think it looks like presently, that's not the end result. Okay, there is more. There's a win-win outcome. There's things that are yet to be written. Nothing is set in stone. Yeah, you see the water goes over these rocks, right? Over and over and over, and it wears down the stone. This water is not stopping, right? The water is always moving and changing. That's the huge mutable part, right? So you could have some water in your chart. Think about that when it comes to emotions, and things like that, where you think like, especially if you get into your head about stuff, and that's where people, like, start to ruminate and get, have issues with their mental health, right? When they start ruminating on problems, right? Because just know that nothing is yet set in stone. There's always a new day, okay? So just like the water, something can be created that's beautiful, right? And ever changing at the same time. Okay. So, and as I like to always check out your chart and look for your North Node, I would say personally I find that beneficial. I also recommend Vedic astrology over Western astrology, as it is more current, although neither is 100%, whatever, perfected. I guess that's yet to be created yet. However, I do prefer the Vedic system. So if you're Googling things, say Vedic astrology chart. Anyway, collective, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and please subscribe or like the video and comment if you would like to discuss anything in the video. So see you next time. Bye.